In this training session, we are going to talk about navigating through SalesForce. SalesForce is a customer relationship management system, or CRM tool, created to help you manage the current and potential relationships with your customers. SalesForce is divided into different custom tools called clouds. Each cloud supports a different part of your overall relationship management plan. We are going to focus on the Sales Cloud and Chatter as we talk about navigating through SalesForce. The Sales Cloud is where you sell products or services, manage connections, and close deals. SalesForce Chatter helps you share with coworkers, customers, and partners information across SalesForce. Welcome to a better way to manage contacts, close deals, and communicate. Welcome to SalesForce. The foundation of SalesForce is its object types and chatter. Before we start navigating SalesForce, let's take a look at some of the concepts you should understand. A lead is not yet a customer, but any person, organization, or company that may be interested in working with our organization or purchasing our products or using their services. You can import lead information into SalesForce, manually enter it, or gather it from an outside source. An opportunity is any potential revenue-generating sales deal or event that you want to track in SalesForce. Opportunities will include your won and lost deals. Tracking both will allow you to avoid any past mistakes and improve your sales performance. An account is any company with a prospective, existing, or past relationship with our organization. A contact is any point of contact, individual, or influencer directly associated with an account and possibly one or more opportunities. This would include names, address, phone numbers, emails, company position, so that you can find this information whenever you need it. A forecast is an estimate of how much revenue an organization can generate or how much of our services we can sell. This is broken down by product line and case type within the CBL Path org. Chatter is a collaboration tool built into the SalesForce user interface. Chatter helps you connect with others within our organization and share business information securely and in real time. CBL Path has created several custom objects in an effort to integrate SalesForce with TPS. The first one is locations. The location object allows you to add multiple locations and attach them to each account. Your supply orders, this is where you would enter initial and renewal supply orders, and you will find this object, related list, underneath the location object. Your staying orders and authorizations will be automatically processed through SalesForce. This is also linked to each location. Physicians object is where you would add a physician, and then to attach a physician to a particular location, you will use the physician and location object. The marketing orders will replace the hard copy marketing orders form, and all of your marketing orders will be processed electronically through SalesForce. Now that you're familiar with the types of things you will encounter in SalesForce, let's take a tour of the application. To get started, you will need to log into your organization. You will go to www.salesforce.com, then click the Login in the upper right-hand corner. This will bring you to the SalesForce login screen, and you will log in using your company email and password that was generated for you. If you should forget your password, you can click the Forgot Your Password, and this will help you to reset your password for SalesForce. We are going to use a login for one of our sales reps, so you may see different tabs located at the top. Your tabs that you are able to view are based on your profile setup. Now that we are in SalesForce, let's take a quick look at the layout. The first thing you'll notice in the upper left-hand corner is what we call our global search window. This area at the top of the page contains the global search box with several useful links and pick lists, and we'll talk more about that later. Your user profile access, next to your name, if you click the drop-down menu, you will see several options. The first one is your profile. If you click on profile, this will open up what your profile looks like. You'll have the ability to add a photo. You'll see your influencer scores for chatter. You see where you can add your contact information and anything that you may want to ask about or add about yourself. You will also see your chatter window. Any of your chatter groups that you follow or individual accounts you follow will list in this window. Going back to the drop-down, you will see a setup link. If you click on the setup link, this will open up your personal settings. If you click the arrow next to My Personal Information, you'll see that this will open up any of your personal information, and you can make changes to it as you see fit. You'll also see desktop integration. If you click the drop-down arrow next to desktop integration, this will allow you to go in and you can link your SalesForce to your Outlook, which will sync your contacts, your calendar, and any events. You'll also see desktop chatter. This will allow you to add chatter to your desktop without actually logging into SalesForce. If we go back down to the drop-down arrow next to your name, you'll also see you have the ability to log out from here. The next thing you'll see is a help and training link. You can click the help and training link to view helpful resources including SalesForce documentation, frequently asked questions, and links to any additional training. Over here, you're going to see what's called the Force.com application pick list. We are defaulted to the SalesForce homepage menu, but you'll see there are several options that you can switch the view of the screen that you're on. Let's talk a little bit about the sidebar. I'm actually going to click on the account object, and you'll see over here there's a little arrow. If I click this arrow, it will open up what's called our sidebar. The sidebar has several options. First of all, under Create New, if you hit this little drop-down arrow, you'll see the ability to add anything to any of the objects by one click. The shortcuts allows you to, if you're having any issues with syncing to Outlook, any unresolved issues will come up under this section. Your recent item will list any of the recent objects that you were in recently. I think it lists 10. This is just a quick access to that particular object that you are working on. Your recycle bin will hold anything that you deleted for 30 days. So if there's something that you want to recall, you can go to your recycle bin. And then your quick create is your ability to add quickly some information from the sidebar menu. True SalesForce navigation begins with its home page or tab. At the top of each page, it will display the tab of many home pages such as your leads, opportunities, accounts, and contacts. When you click at each tab on the top, the corresponding home page for that tab will display. Each tab home page serves as a starting point for viewing information about the object in SalesForce. Since the layout between the different tab home pages are consistent enough, once you've mastered one, you will have mastered them all. Let's take a look at the standard home page layout for our accounts object. You'll see the first section here is what's called your View Pick List. You can use this to change the way you view your list of records in this particular object. Currently, we are looking at My Accounts. If you click the drop-down arrow next to this, you'll see that you can list new for this week or any recently viewed. You also have the ability to create your own custom view by clicking Create New View And this will take you out to the opportunity to name your view, set your criteria, set your list of items that you'd like to see, and hit Save. You'll see that the first window here will show you your recently viewed accounts. You also may have a report section which will list any related analytical reports related to this object. You may also see a Tools section. Some home pages will include this Tools section which displays links for useful wizards and other helpful resources. On some of your objects, such as opportunities, you will see a summary. This will be listed on any of the objects that utilize a monetary field, and you may see this in your leads and your opportunities. You will note that your home page and your chatter page do not follow the home page layout formats as the other ones. Your home page will default as you log into SalesForce. On the home page, you will find recent chatter information. If it's not displaying, you would click the Show Feed, and this is going to show your most recent listings. It will also show you any recommendations. If your profile subscribes to any dashboards, that will also be listed. Any of your tasks and any of your calendar events will also list on your home page. For chatter, you'll see that when we click on the chatter link, that you have the ability to see all of your chatter feeds, any groups that you subscribe to, or any accounts that you subscribe to will all be listed here. Over here on the side, you'll see that you can look for any just to you, any that you may have bookmarked, any particular companies, people, groups, or files. You'll see that your object tabs go across the top of your login screen. You'll see that there's a drop-down arrow for any that might not have fit across the top. You'll also see this plus sign. If you click on the plus sign, this will take you to all of the different tabs that you have access to. You do have the ability to customize your tabs by clicking that orange custom link. This will allow you to go out and reorder your tabs that you may want to see, and also pull any over that you may not see across the top. For example, if your chatter feed is not one that you frequently visit, you can drop this down in the list by hitting the down arrow. When you hit your save and you come back, you'll see that your chatter has been moved or reordered. If we click on the Accounts object, you'll see that it takes us to the home page for this object. From the View drop-down list, we went over the fact that you can see New this week, you can see Your Accounts, or you can see All Accounts. I wanted to talk about the ability to create your new view. I have gone out and created one for hematology oncology. If I were to click on this and hit go, you'll see that it will show me a list of accounts that are under hematology oncology, and you'll see that I have 88 total. This is your ability to change how you view the list of accounts. Let's click on an account and take a look at some of the account detail page. At the top, you will see several buttons that are available. The first one is your Edit button. If you click this button, this will open up all fields on the account view and allow you to make several changes at once. Your Share button is where you can share this particular account with other profiles. Your LabIS implementation request, we are currently developing this process, but this will be where you can set up a request for an implementation for an account. The Send with DocuSign, we are currently on a trial basis with this application, and we are hoping to have this up and running so that we can use DocuSign to request a document signature with an electronic signature. Let's go down the account detail page. First of all, you'll see at the top the ability to look at the chatter feed for this particular account. If you would like to see any chatter information on this account, you would just open it up by hitting Show Feed, and it would show any list of chatter information related to this account. If you want to follow this particular account, you would just hit this green plus sign, and you'll see that it's checked off, and now you will be following this particular account. Some other great tools that are available is you'll see Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Cow. This is the ability to go out and find out additional information on an account or a contact by clicking any one of these, and they are direct links, and it will go out and search for anything related to the account name or any contacts that are associated with this particular account. Your record detail section, this obviously is your record detail on the account. You also have any account type information. This account detail does follow our new account setup form, so you'll see it looks very similar to our new account setup form. The sales information, again, this is information that you would find on the new account setup form. Any billing information, account preferences. Right now we only have if there's an available pathologist that is being requested. Any additional information related to this account. And then your system information is something that you will not have access to, but this is information that we use to link to TPS. You do have the ability to shrink or close these particular sections by clicking on the little arrow next to the title information, and it will shrink that window down to make this page a little bit smaller. Your custom link section is pretty cool. It allows you to go out and search for additional information on your contact or your account. I particularly like the Google Maps. If you click on the Google Maps, it will go out and give you a layout of that particular address. What I also think is pretty awesome is if you haven't worked with Google Maps before, there are a lot of webcams out there where you can click on the webcam. If you aren't quite sure where that's at, you're like, okay, I know the general area, but I don't know what's around there. A lot of times you will find a webcam available, and if you click on here, you are able to get a 360 view. So if you are a visual person like I am, you can go out and search this information and find out exactly where this particular address is located. Let's talk a little bit about the related list at the bottom of each object. Remember, we are in the accounts object, so these are the related lists that are associated with an account. Most all of the objects will have your open activities, your active history. In this particular case, for your open activities, you will have the ability to add a new task or new event. You can also log a call. The mail merge is available. Our mail merge only works in Internet Explorer. It does not work in Google or Firefox. And then you also have the ability to send an email from here. You'll see your contacts are linked here. You can add a new contact or merge contacts. Your location object is where you would add each location for a particular account. Your your opportunities are any opportunities that are associated with this account. You have the ability to add notes and attachments. Your web training, this is more specifically for any LabIS training that we may be doing for our client, and then if there's a LabIS implementation, you will see that listed here. Talking about hover links, at the top of the page of each of the home pages, you will see the related list. For example, here's our open activities, and if you use the hover option, you can hover over that particular related list and it will show you anything within that window. For example, we hovered over location. It shows a location that is the related list link to this particular object, or in this case it's an account. If you wanted to go to the location, you could just click on it. It just helps you from preventing having to scroll all the way down to the bottom to that related list. The hover link option also works on your recent items. If you hover over it, it'll just give you a quick, important information about that particular object. And again, anytime that you see the underscore underneath a name, account name, or contact, you can click on it and it will take you specifically to that object. We did talk a little bit about editing. Again, you can click the edit button to open up the whole record to make changes. We also have what's called inline editing. For example, if you just wanted to change one particular field, you'll see that there's a little pencil here. If you just double click on it, it will give you the ability to go ahead and make your changes. When you make your changes, you'll see it'll appear in orange. This means that you have made a change, but it is not saved yet. If you wanted this change to take effect, you would need to hit your Save button for that to save in your particular field. If you see a field that is locked with a little lock symbol, that means that this particular field is not editable and you won't be able to make any changes. In talking about the global search up here, you do have the ability to do a global search anywhere within Salesforce. So I'm just going to type in advanced, and it's going to go out and look for anything with the word advanced in it. And it is looking at documents, it's looking at all of the objects, including contacts, accounts, locations, anything with the word advanced in it. And when it comes back, you'll see that it has the opportunity object listed at the top. You'll see accounts, it says 25 plus. If I wanted to see more, I could hit on the show more. You'll see locations that came back with 25 plus, and again, I could hit show more. If locations are something that you are going to be searching for the most, you can move this up to the top by going over here to the sidebar, and you see this little push pin. If you click the push pin, you'll see that it's moved locations to the top, and this is the object that will always appear on the top as you're doing your search. Some other tools that are available, you will see the help and training link. The help and training link allows you to go out and search for a keyword in particular. If you are doing a search for some documentation, you can type in, for example, we'll type in get started, and you will see it will go out and look at the complete database out in Salesforce. You'll see there's videos, there's documents to help with getting started. There's also a link that says take training. We are premier subscribers to Salesforce, which means that we have access to their complete database of training. So feel free to go out and research that as well. We also have within each of our objects different helps for this particular page. So if we clicked on this, it would show us any help that would be related to where we are at. Also, the guided tour will take you, see a little yellow box pop up, and it will take you step by step through the particular object that you're in. You just click Start Tour, and you'll see it'll walk you through what you're looking at. When you are actually within a record, for example, we are on the location object for advanced radiology, you'll see that there's some other little links up here. You can customize this page. For example, if you wanted to take away any of the related lists that you viewed below, you can do that. You can edit your layout. You can do a print view. This will do a pop-up print view of this particular record that you are located on as well. And again, there's also the help for this page link that is listed here as well. So in review, we talked a little bit about Salesforce terminology. This is the backbone of any organization, and it includes your leads, contacts, opportunities, accounts, and other record types. Your home pages, you know that all of the home pages in SalesForce follow the same basic layout. Once you've mastered one, you've pretty much mastered them all. Your default tabs, we showed you how you can go out and customize your default tab views. We also talked about the list views and the several ways that you can view your list of records and also create your own view criteria. We talked a little bit about the records detail page that displays on all of the information in SalesForce. You can learn, you also learn that you can follow chatter on a record to stay up to date on any changes and progress. And you can view and edit information on a record using hover links and overall details and inline editing. We talked about the global search and how you can do pretty much search for anything within SalesForce. And we also went over the help and training available to you within SalesForce. Thank you all for your time and energy, and my contact information is available. Should you have any questions, feel free to contact me at any time. Thank you.